Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe down below.
Hi kids, it's Pimmy again, and today I'm gonna color from my Sesame Street book. Are you gonna color along with me? If so, be sure you grab paper, because we always color on paper, and what your favorite coloring tools are. Mine are colored pencils, but maybe you like to use crayons or chalk or markers, or maybe you're gonna use colored pencils like me. Either way, just choose the one that you like best, and let's get started. It looks like this time we got Count Von Count, and he's got a birthday cake with him that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to start coloring him in. And I think I'm gonna start with my black colored pencil so that we can color in all his clothes and his shoes, because he wears black shoes and a black suit. So I'm gonna color those in first. But I don't want to color in the rest of it, so I'm gonna be careful like usual and do my best to stay inside my lines. Just like that. And we can go around the edges of our lines. That way it's easier to stay inside them. So we'll do that here, and then around here, up over this portion, and back down. And the inside of his cape is usually lots of different colors, so we don't want to color that in with the black one. But I think we're gonna make it just one color today. But I don't know which one yet. We'll decide when we get there. For now, we're just gonna go around all these edges where we need our black to be. That way, we can stay inside our lines much easier. Because when you do it like this, and just color in these little spots, but go around all your edges, it makes it so much easier to do. And that's his cape, so I don't want to color that in. See, sometimes you just have to take a second and figure out what it is you're coloring in, so that you know what colors to make it. Or you can just use your imagination and make it different colors than what it usually is. That is all up to you. But I'm gonna try to color in Count Von Count the way that he looks when we see him on Sesame Street. There we go. So now I just have to stay inside the lines I put around the edges and color him in. Just like this. And I just go from one black line that I made around the edges to the other. But I still need to do these edges that I almost forgot. those done, just like this, and now I should be okay to just color it all in and get to those parts I did around the edges and stop there. That way, it's easier for me to stay inside all my lines. I almost colored in his cape again, and that's why we gotta be a little careful. And then inside his mouth, around his fangs and his tongue is also black. Just like that. And since his beard and his eyebrows and his hair are black already, we don't need to color those in. They already got done. So that is one black color. B-L-A-C-K. Black. Then we'll use this purple to color in all his skin. So we're gonna color in his cheeks and his ears and his chin. Don't forget the other cheeks. That would be silly to only do one cheek, wouldn't it? And then his lip. And the other side all the way to his eyes. And we gotta color in that nose. Just like that. And then we can go all the way up to his hair and his eyebrows to color in his forehead and the rest of his face like that. And then we've got his eyelids, and his eyelids need to be purple too, like that. This part is all under glass, and when I color things that are through glass, I do it very gentle. That way it's just a little bit more light, and we can pretend that we're really looking through glass when we see what's on the other side of it. Now we're gonna color in his hands and fingers. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. That's different than me, but that's okay. Now, I'm gonna color in the inside of his cape with this purple too, so that it can match Count Von Count. But normally, it's lots of colors. But since they don't have lots of shapes, we're only going to use one color today. Just like this. But I don't want the outside of his cape, because the outside of his cape is green. I only want to color the inside of his cape, the part that's close to his body, just like that. And that is one purple. P-U-R-P-L-E. Purple. And with our black color, that's one black color plus one purple color equals 1, 2. 2. So we have 2 colors. Now, since we know his cape should be green, let's pick one of these green colors we have for his cape. I think I want to use this green because it looks like it's going to be a bright one. And I'm gonna go around his face and the window. I'm just gonna do the edges of his cape. That way we can color the whole thing in and not worry about going outside the lines with this very bright green color. Just like this. Because I don't want to mix this color, I want it to be alone, all inside its lines. So we've got this little spot we'll just color in all the way. And then we'll go around his ear and the cake. Color in this spot too. And then up here by his hat and the other side of his ear. And then it comes all the way down this way. See, sometimes I like to do the edges and sometimes I don't. It just depends on what kind of space I'm coloring in. Just like that, we got our green done. I think we're even going to use this green on some of his hat. So let's do this line with this green. So we'll do everything underneath this zigzag line. All those little spots. And then we'll do the next one. We'll leave this one white for now. And do this one. Because he's going to have an exciting happy birthday party. And then here, just like that. And then he's got this plant back here that's going to be a different green. I think we'll use this one and color in this plant that he has growing. Because all that this plant is right now looks to me like leaves. But I think we're gonna color this part a different color because I think that is supposed to be the flower on this picture next to the plant. So we're just gonna leave it like that and not worry about the rest for now. But we're gonna use the dark green for the icing in the middle of his cake and to color in all his candles. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 birthday candles on his cake. And that is our green color. G R E E N. And we used one dark green plus one light green equals 1, 2. 2 green colors. So this 2 goes here. And since we have this 2 and this 2, we can put 2 plus our 2 next to our purple for our black and our purple colors, because that's 2 colors. And that will equal, and we'll use our black one now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. We've used 4 colors so far today. Now let's color in his tongue. I think I'm gonna use a light red color. Right here. That's a pretty bright tongue, huh? And his tongue? Do you know what shape his tongue and his teeth are? It's a triangle. And we'll give him a red shirt to match his red tongue. And just like he matched his green cape to his green hat, we're gonna match his red shirt to his hat as well. And we'll do that by coloring the rest of the zigzag spots. But I don't want to make the green spots red, so we're gonna try and stay inside our lines as much as we can. Just like this. And when we do every other spot like that, where we have a green one, a red one, 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 when it does something like that that repeats itself, it's called a pattern. And when it repeats itself with those 2 like that, it's alternating. And every other one. And maybe we can make this flower a red color too, huh? Just like this. And since we made the flower red, we should also color in the flower on the card there next to it. Like that. And that will be 1 red color. R-E-D. And we can use 4 from up here, because we've already used 4 colors. But now we need to add in 1 red color. So with our red color and all the 4 ones before it, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors. And let's give his cake red icing on the outside. Because that looks so yummy. And these candles too, we should very gently use our red, just so that it's gonna have a little bit of red color in the candle light. Because if you look at the candles on your birthday cake, I usually see some red in those candles too when they're burning and lit like that before I blow them out. Now, let's use our white one for his eyes and his teeth. And we'll give him a white bow tie to match the way he has the white cuffs over his shoes down here, because he's so fancy. But I don't want to mix my white with my black. If I do that, we'll make his clothes gray. And I forgot, but since his shirt's red, so should these parts of his shirt. Because these are the ends of his shirt, poking out his jacket down there. And since we can't see white on our white paper, we've got to use a normal pencil. And that'll write down our one white color. W H I T E. White. And we had, with our red color, we got all the way to 5 colors so far today. So we're gonna put this 5 here. But then we used our white one, so we need to add 1 white color. And that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. So far today, we're already at 6. Now, let's use a brown color. I'm gonna use a light brown color to color in his table, because his table is gonna be made of wood. And since it's made of wood, it's gonna be brown, because he did not get it painted. He just wanted to be able to see the wood on it and not paint over it. And this leg over here on the table, because just like on people, the things that help our tables and our chairs and our couches all stand up, we call those legs. Just like this. Then it looks like that's the leg on the table for this corner. And I bet his chair is also made of wood to match his table. So we're gonna color that in with the same brown. just like this. But I don't want to make his walls brown, so we're not gonna color those. We're gonna do our very best to just stick inside the lines and only color the chair. I think we'll also pretend that he used the same idea for his window, that he just wanted this all to be normal wood, not painted. Since it's not painted, it's just gonna be the wood color. Top of the windowsill. And in a lot of houses, they paint those. In some houses, they don't. They just put a different thing over it called finish to keep the wood safe, like they do on tables and chairs. We're even gonna pretend that the whole window is also made out of wood that he did not want painted, right here. Because I like wood, so I'm gonna pretend his windows are made out of wood with the glass in between them. I would like to make windows like that for myself someday. So why not first pretend that's how they are in this one and just color them in that way. All the way up, but not the leaves, because he waters his plants regularly to make sure they stay green. But this stick that holds the sign next to the flower should be brown, because it's a stick. And that is one brown color. B-R-O-W-N, brown. And then we have our 6 from our white color and all the ones before it. Because we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, because we have to count the green one twice because we used 2 greens. 5, 6 colors. So that's 6 plus our 1 brown equals 6, 7 colors. Just like that. Now we need colors for his pot, for his plant. Or we can finish coloring in his candles and his cake. So I think we'll make all those yellow. And we'll make around this picture of the flower he grew yellow. And then the pot that it's in will also be yellow. And this part down here is part of the pot that's there so that it catches any extra water that comes out in order to make sure it doesn't make everything wet. And then over our red, we're going to be very gentle with our yellow and color it in. Because what happens when we mix red and yellow is we get orange. So when we were real gentle with that red color, we left some spaces. And in those spaces, it now looks yellow. And over the red, it has more of an orange color. And that makes it look more like a fire. And then cake will be yellow. Just like that. I think I'm gonna pick up my white crayon again to color that plate white. But not his fingers, and not the cake. So I have to be careful and stay inside my lines. Now we're done with our yellow one, but it's hard to see the yellow when we write it on our paper too, so I'm gonna use my pencil again. For one yellow color, Y, E, L, L, O, W, yellow. And we'll move our 7 down here from our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, plus our 1 yellow color equals 7, 8. We're at 8 colors today now. Now I'm gonna use a light blue color, because through his window we can see the sky. So I'm gonna be very gentle, because like I said before, when I color through glass, I like to be very gentle when I do it, to make me feel more like I'm looking through glass, and things are just a little bit lighter on the other side than they are if you're not looking through it. Plus, when you look at the sky, is it a dark blue in the daytime with no clouds? Or is it a light blue in the daytime with no clouds? I think it's a very light blue. And to get that color, you have to be very gentle. At least you do when you're using colored pencils, but some other things you use other techniques. Like markers are only gonna be one color and they'll make your paper wet. Now I'm gonna make his floor blue to match the sky. And to make sure I don't go off my paper, I'm gonna stop right about here. Instead of coloring in the whole thing, we're just not gonna go all the way to the edges because we don't have to. We can just pretend that the blue goes all the way and color in around it so that we understand how it should be. And then this spot we can't miss, that would be silly. I'm gonna go this way so that I can color in bigger areas all at once. And now this way so that it's easier to go around the edges. And now I've got to be careful because I'm next to the chairs and my lines that I don't want to go past. just like that, our carpet's all done with a nice light blue color, just like the sky. We're done with our one blue color. B-L-U-E. Blue. So we move our 8 from our yellow, from all 8 other colors, plus our 1 blue color equals 8, 9 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we count our 2 times so that we always count correctly. What color should his wall be? Most houses have white walls, but let's think about what color the count's wall should be, and let's have fun with it. I think I want to use a light orange color. Different orange color than we've used before. This one's called yellowed orange. And I'm gonna use this darker orange I normally use first right here. Because this is where this one goes. For those boards in your house that go along the wall where the floor meets the wall, and rather than making that a different color, we're just going to make it a darker color of the wall, a darker shade, like that. Then the rest of it, we'll use this one. Just like before, I'm gonna do big, long lines and just be careful when I get close to things like this table and this window that I don't want to make orange, because we already colored them in with the colors they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna try to always be inside my lines to color it in as best as I can. So you can't get better if you're not gonna try. Then behind the chair, so we had to be careful and make sure when we colored in the chair, we didn't color our wall by accident, which would have been a very easy thing to do by mistake. And if we did, it would just be something that now would be for us to learn from, because we didn't mean to color it in that way. I did not do that this time, but if I did, it would be my chance to learn from my mistake, because that is how you get better when you practice, is you're going to make mistakes, and then you notice them, and you just try to do better next time. But if you don't notice your mistakes, you won't be able to try and do better about it in the future. So you have to look and pay attention and tell yourself when you make a mistake, but be nice about it, because if you're not making yourself any better. And in the end, that's the goal, is that we practice and practice and practice so that we always get better at the things we enjoy doing. Just like that, we do better at it, just like this. And now, I'm all done. And we used one light orange color plus one dark orange color equals, and we can look up here to our green because we did the same thing to remember. It's 1, 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 orange colors. O R A N G E. Orange. And then we can add in our 2 orange colors plus we use our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From here, 9 colors. And when we add them all together, we have 9, 10, 11. We used 11 colors. COLORS. And that is our Count Von Count with 11 colors and his birthday cake. And remember, we only used 2 orange colors, but because we mixed our red color and our yellow color and our candle, when we look at it, we have 3 orange colors because red and yellow make orange. I hope you enjoyed coloring Count Von Count with me today as much as I enjoyed coloring him in today with you. And if you remember right, we made him look like he does in the show, but with only 1 color in his cape instead of a bunch, and all 10 candles on his birthday cake, and his 4 fingers on his hands. And we used 11 colors. You want to count them with me one last time? We'll count them like Count Von Count does. It's 1 color, 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors, 5 colors. We used the green twice. 6 colors, 7 colors, 8 colors, 9 colors, 10 and 11 colors, because we used the orange twice too. So until next time, bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe down below.